Hey Gemini, it's Ryan with Arrows of Love. Casey's making a little visit this morning. He's just had a walk, he wants a little bit of attention. So today we're going to do your mid-July 2021 Love Tarot reading. And as always, we start with what's happening in the sky. So today, July 23rd, is a full moon in Aquarius. And a full moon always occurs when the sun is opposite to the moon up in the sky. So for you, Gemini, the full moon is in your 9th house. Gemini, Aquarius is 9 signs past Gemini. And the 9th house has to do with adventure. It has to do with long distance travel, faith, beliefs, your ideals, idealism. It also has to do with mentors, gurus, and just generally speaking, it has a lot to do with expanding the mind. So it has an element of mentality, and what it is you believe. So these themes could be coming up for you. The sun is sitting over in Leo. It's in the first degrees of Leo right now. So is the moon in the first degrees of Aquarius. And for you, Leo is your 3rd house. And the 3rd house has to deal with communication, local communities, short distance travel, thinking, learning, marketing, selling, putting yourself out there, writing, speech. So those are the general themes that could come up for you for this full moon overall. Your ruling planet is sitting over in Cancer right now. Cancer is 2 signs past Gemini. So that's your 2nd house of income. So there could be something here that you're cooking up that you have a brilliant idea about, and it could come to fruition or something comes to light during this full moon period. But it has something to do with money, assets, possessions, generally speaking, resources. All those themes could come up for you right now, but it has something to do with your beliefs, your ideals, and the way you communicate overall. So it's more of a mentally driven full moon for you. The unique thing about this full moon is that we're going to actually have the same full moon in 28 days in the sign of Aquarius, but at the last degrees and at the last degrees of Leo. So it's kind of like a redo. So if you're cooking something up, if you're thinking of some brilliant ideas, which you usually are, Gemini, you are a very intellectual sign after all, then you get a chance for a redo. And again, full moons have to do with emotions. It has to do with closure. It's the closing of the lunar cycle. So it has something to do with culminations of events, could be relationships. I think in this case, it's going to have to be with your ideals, how you use money, your beliefs. Could be gurus and mentors, like I said before, but there's an element of learning, higher education here as well. So those are the themes that come up with this particular full moon. The love planet Venus, beauty, harmony, negotiation, cooperation, sexuality, just moved into Virgo. And in Virgo, Venus is at its fall position. And let me explain a little bit here. Venus rules Taurus and Libra, and it's exalted over in Pisces. Pisces is the exact opposite sign of Virgo. So they're on the opposite side of the zodiacal wheel. So when our beloved Venus is sitting over in Virgo, it's in its fall position. So here you can see themes of head versus heart. It's the classic mental tension between the two. You want something deeply inside, but your mind is telling you something differently. So it produces this tension when Venus is sitting over in Virgo. And for you, that is your 4th house. Home, family, roots, foundation, property, could be some ancestral karma coming up too. So you want to take a look at that, especially in that light. So if something, Venus represents women, generally speaking, women's issues, reproduction. So there could be something there with potentially something within the home, mother, and especially with this full moon, because the moon also rules the mother. There could be something coming up with mom. There could be something coming up with women in the family that produces a little bit of tension overall. Again, I don't want to say something bad necessarily is going to happen, but when Venus is sitting over in Virgo, it's just a difficult time for her overall. So maybe people aren't as cooperative. Maybe people just aren't willing to see the other side of the story, so you might be butting heads or locking heads with someone overall. So those are the general energies up in the sky right now. The sun is sitting in Leo, like I mentioned. We have this full moon tonight. and it has a lot to do with your beliefs, your ideals, where you're going, long distance travel. So all these themes could be coming up for you overall. Not a ton happening in your love houses right now, but Venus is going to be making its, the 3.5 week stay or so in Virgo, and then it's going to move into Libra in your 5th house of romance, fun, children, leisure, sports, karmic rewards. So that will just be in about a month or so. So hang on. If things are a little bit stale on the love front, or maybe things are going just fine overall, but Venus will be in that 5th house very shortly. So that's very good for you overall. So let's do your tarot reading today. I'm going to do a modified Celtic cross for you. So it's 6 cards from the tarot, 1 card from the Angels Oracle deck for your advice. Keep in mind, these are general readings. Messages won't resonate with all of you. Be sure to take a look at your ascendant or rising sign, your Venus and your moon sign if it's not Gemini. Sometimes those readings will speak more to you depending on what's happening in your natal chart. If you're looking for a personal reading, my email's in the description box below. Send me an email and we'll set up a time to chat. If you like these videos and like to see more of them, please click the like button and subscribe. It helps the channel and it's very much appreciated for me. And you get to see more of my smiling face. Gemini, you had quite a summer because you had those eclipses happening in May and June in your sign and in your 7th house of Sagittarius. So that triggered relationships, marriages, one-on-one relationships, partnerships. Then you had Mercury retrograde in your home sign. So things may have been real funky for you over the last couple months, doing a lot of review, a lot of revision, a lot of realignment, generally speaking. And Mercury in your 1st house going retrograde, that has a lot to do with your body, your identity, and your purpose. Now it's in that 2nd house of income, cash flow, assets, resources, and possessions. So there's a heavy emphasis right now, generally speaking, on cash, money, and resources and possessions for you. But those full moon, it kind of has to do with your beliefs and what do you believe in. So we shall see what the cards have to say. All right. I'm going to give the angels one last shuffle here. All right, Gemini, let's see what's going on for you. First card out is going to be the general energy of the reading. The moon, interesting. We just talked about the fact that today is a full moon. This card in the tarot sometimes has to do with secrets coming to light, not having all the information in front of you. The full moon, again, is in that 9th house of long-distance travel, higher education, the upper mind. So it has to do with your beliefs, your ideals, and where you're going. So these could be challenged at this time for you, and things come to light over the full moon. It's a culmination of events. It's the closure of the lunar cycle. So, maybe you have a very interesting conversation with someone. Maybe you get some further details into a relationship. We're going to pull more cards to see, but generally speaking, this has to do with secrets of some type, things coming to light. This is what's crossing you. This is your immediate environment or your immediate circumstances. Yeah, 10 of Cups. So you're trying to have it all. This is all that glitters is gold in the tarot. This is happy family, happy house, happy life. It's the 10 of Cups. It's rainbows and unicorns, quite literally. So you're trying to get here. I think you're trying to get to this point. You want to have the stable family, the nice house, the nice spouse, and emotional fulfillment. That's what cups are all about. It's about that emotional fulfillment. And you're trying to, this is again, has to do with beliefs and ideals, right? This is where you're trying to get to. So maybe there's information, maybe there's something coming to light subconsciously that you need to deal with, or maybe you need to reassess in order to get to this point. Next card out is going to be the Destiny card. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, so you're hard at work. You're trying to get to this point, right? I mean, this doesn't happen for everyone. This doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of investment. And that's exactly what the 8 of Pentacles is all about. You're investing in yourself. You're investing in partners, perhaps. You're investing in a significant other, and you're working hard to bring this about. How are you supposed to love someone else if you don't love yourself first, right? And I think for Gemini, a lot of things come down to mental stimulation. You want to have someone that stimulates your mind, that gets you curious, where you can learn from someone else. And you are ruled by Mercury. Mercury is a very fast-moving planet. It needs to move around a lot. So for you, I think what this comes down to is you're just investing in yourself. Maybe some of you are going back to school. Maybe you meet someone at school. Who knows? But I think it's just you taking time for yourself, building up your resources, building up your emotional resources, and really thinking about where it is you want next. And this is what you're headed toward, right? This is what you want. But it's taking a little bit of time and effort to get there. Next card out is going to be the distant past. Eight of Wands. So again, this has to do with long distance travel. This is also fast-moving communication coming in. So this might very well relate to this moon card. So this could be fast-moving communication. Maybe someone comes out of the woodwork and expresses their love for you. This is the Arrows of Love card in my readings. It's what my channel was named after. And of course, Eros is the Greek god, Cupid, in Roman mythology. So here, it's a play on words. Arrow, you get it anyway. But this is fast-moving communication. Could be someone from a foreign state, foreign country, foreign lands, someone that's not near you necessarily. So maybe you're trying to make a long-distance relationship work and you're trying to figure out how to make it work. Right, putting a lot of effort into that, because that takes extra effort when a significant other isn't near you. That won't be for everyone, just some of you, but someone's got the hots for you. The Eight of Wands is one of, it's sexy time too. So someone definitely has an eye on you. Perhaps they haven't come out of the woodwork yet, but who knows? We'll see where this is all going. But overall, it looks like you're working toward it. That Ten of Cups energy, or they see Ten of Cups energy in you. Next card out is the recent past. Two of Cups, wow. So this definitely is some type of karmic relationship. Two of Cups is oftentimes, by some readers, it's a soulmate energy. It's a soul contract energy, perhaps a twin flame. So maybe things are just coming to light about this particular person. And I just want to warn people when this comes out. I think a lot of people get overjoyed when they see this. And a lot of times it is a very happy card. It's two people coming together. But there's also some karmic relationship with this. And soul contracts overall, in my belief at least, is they're here to teach you a lesson. They're here to teach you something about yourself, maybe something in love. And sometimes it can be painful to go through this particular lesson, and other times it's bliss. It can go either way. I see this as potentially someone coming out of the woodwork and expressing their love for you. And they're trying to figure out how to come to you with a solid offer that you can't refuse. And perhaps they've just been hiding in the shadows and not really telling you about their true feelings just quite yet, but otherwise this could be really good. This is in the past position, so you could also be dealing with an ex-partner, an ex-lover of some type, wanting to come back. Quick messages, right? Let's pull a card for the outcome. Oh yeah, it's the fire pony. The fire pony. So, Knight of Wands. This is definitely someone that is very attractive, very bold, has magnetic energy. Could be a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, because this is Wands energy here. But it's definitely someone that you had potentially a very passionate relationship with at some point in time, because this is in the past position. Could have been a very romantic, passionate affair of some type here. And I'm not saying affair like, third-party situation. I'm just saying like it's an affair of two people coming together. So don't twist my words here. But the thing is with the fire pony is he can be fleeting. He tends to come in as quickly as he goes out. So, and don't get hung up on gender here. But overall, sometimes this is someone that kind of slips through your fingers. They're not really here to settle down, and perhaps you saw something in them. You thought maybe this was your person, this is your soulmate, this is your twin flame. You saw happiness. You saw potential long-term with them, and things may have come out that made you question it overall. And now you're back to working on yourself. You're reassessing those beliefs and what it is you want in a relationship and what it is you want to attract in a partner. This is something that's a little bit more long-term, but again, like I said, sometimes these soul contracts are here to teach us lessons about what love means, how love can be sustained. And sometimes we have to meet people throughout the course of life that teach us that not everyone is meant for us, even though there might be this great attraction, this great romance. I always say this, to have that long-term relationship, you need to have someone that, yes, you can be passionate with and intimate with. There also has to be an element of romance involved in it too. That's that tender touch, the soft kiss. Someone that wants to make you meals and make you happy and isn't just thinking about themselves and, their next bed buddy or, the next lay or something like that. And this guy tends to be kind of like that. He's kind of fleeting. He's in and out real quick. So you need to be able to balance the two, right? Passion and romance, but also someone that wants to stick around, that you can build a long-term relationship with. And this guy, unfortunately, not always the case. Let's pull a card from the angels for the advice here. Yeah, deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And this really goes to the moon card, right? It's something unseen. It's something that we didn't see coming. Again, they might have been whispering sweet nothings in your ear, telling you all the right things and getting you going. They know how to turn you on, Gemini. And you were thinking this was something that was long-term. I think what's going to happen here is that things will come to light, potentially over the full moon period. And again, we have two of these sitting in Aquarius. So it's like your beliefs and your ideals. It's like, wake up, wake up. Are they in alignment with who it is you're attracting? And if they're not, then you need to take a step back and think about what it is I actually want to attract here. Some of you are going to hear from this person again. This is the 8. This is in the distant past. This is still communication. The full moon, the sun is sitting in that 3rd house right now of communication for you. So you might be hearing from this person. They might be trying to test you. They might be saying, all the right things, and they might want to come back and test things out again. But again, remember the card that they drew. Fire pony. If it was the Knight of Cups, if it was the Knight of Pentacles, I would say go for it. Especially with this card, especially with the 2 of Cups. But the fire pony, they know how to get what they want. They know how to say all the right things. And a lot of times it just doesn't work out. So you need to be on your guard, Gemini. Use your intuition here. The moon card is about intuition. If something doesn't seem like on the up and up, probably isn't. Pay attention to what's happening over this next month, especially the next 28 days. The full moon period is going to bring up a lot of things that are going to test your ideals and beliefs. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Not an easy reading to go through, but now you are consciously aware of the energy that you're dealing with. Let me know if this is resonating with you, and we will talk to you next time. Take care, Gemini.